Hey, what's going on, Guardians? TBL here for Planet Destiny, and it's Armsday, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the Gunsmith has got for us this week. First up, we've got the Suros RE41. This auto rifle's got a ton of interesting rolls this week, but number one comes with an absolute metric ton of stability. Or at least enough to max it out. It comes with hand-laid stock, rangefinder, and high-caliber rounds, meaning you can hit the maximum stability stat on this gun, get a little bit more range out of it with rangefinder, and hit people with high-cal rounds. Not a bad roll at all. Roll number two is a little less impressive, but it does come with perfect balance, oiled frame, single-point sling, rifled barrel, and Icarus, so this is kind of a maximum range variant of this auto rifle. And while having that extra range is nice, this is an archetype of weapon that really benefits from stability. Plus, Icarus is kind of a weird perk to have on an auto rifle. Finally, roll number 3 is rocking SPO-28, hammer forged, casket mag, single point sling, hand-laid stock, and feeding frenzy. Again, another really good roll here. The mixture of hammer forged and hand-laid stock is going to kind of negate that loss to range that hand-laid stock gives you, and feeding frenzy is always a great perk for that fast reload. Ultimately, your choice here is between roll number 1 and roll number 3. Either one will serve you well. Alright, next up we've got the Gunsmith D hand cannon. And this time around, we've actually got two pretty interesting rolls in roll number 1 and roll number 3. They're both actually pretty good. Roll number 1 focuses on bonus damage, while roll number 3 focuses on extra range and accuracy. While it doesn't have true sight or sure shot, it does come with a mixture of crowd control, feeding frenzy, and reinforced barrel, granting you bonus damage, faster reload speed, and all the range you want on a hand cannon. Roll number 2 doesn't have anything to boost the gun's range, so it's not even really worth looking at, but roll number 3 does have sure shot, hot swap, feeding frenzy, reinforced barrel, making it another really good choice. Just like roll number 1, roll number 3 gets all the range it can need with a nice mixture of feeding frenzy in there, but instead of adding the bonus damage from crowd control, this one gets the bonus accuracy from hot swap as well as the sure shot sight. That might put it a step ahead of roll number 1, but roll number 1 is a pretty darn good PvE hand cannon. Either one you pick will work. Alright, next up we've got the Kumakatak HC4 hand cannon. These are always interesting because they almost always have stability rolls, so let's take a look at what the Gunsmith brought for us today. Roll number 1 is actually not too bad of a PvE weapon. It does have true sight iron sights, mulligan, quick draw, rifled barrel, and life support. That mixture of life support, rifled barrel, and mulligan makes this a really good weapon to use against the darkness. And really, if you have to pick one up, roll number 1 is probably going to be your choice, as neither roll number 2 nor 3 have any range boosting perks on them. They've both got some interesting PvE setups as well, but without that extra range, you know how these hand cannons generally perform. Roll number 2 is rocking Mulligan and Firefly, while roll number 3 is rocking Army of One, Injection Mold, and Rescue Mag. Again, either hold on to your packages or pick up roll number 1. It's the only one worth your time. Alright, next up we've got the Herja D Pulse Rifle. And for it, roll number 1 comes with Army of One, Feeding Frenzy, high caliber rounds, fitted stock, and injection mold. Very interesting there. It's going to have high stability with that injection mold. And Army of One's always a great perk, but you're really looking for something like counterbalance on this gun. Roll number 2's got glass half full, spray and play, snapshot, fitted stock, and oiled frame, which is usually a great combination. Glass half full and spray and play are two perks that work great together, and of course fitted stock is going to give you a little bit of a boost to stability. But once again, without a bigger boost like hand-laid stock or braced frame, or even counterbalance, this gun's going to fall a little bit short. Roll number 3 is rocking Head Seeker, Feeding Frenzy, high caliber rounds, hand loaded, and injection mold, meaning it does get a big boost to stability from injection mold, and the bonus damage from Head Seeker and the faster reload speed from Feeding Frenzy are definite benefits. But like everything else, this gun benefits really from stability, so you'd really want to have an option like counterbalance or something more to make it a more reliable weapon. Basically, these rolls are all almost good enough, and I would really hold on to a package. If you have to pick one up, I would say go with roll number 2, as it does have a bit more stability and great supporting perks. Alright, now we've got the Suros PDX-41, and roll number 1 is actually pretty darn good this week. It comes with fitted stock, oiled frame, counterbalance, speed reload, and small bore, meaning you get about as much stability as you can have. The mixture of fitted stock and counterbalance is going to make this gun laser-like, and if you want, you can run small bore for even more range and stability at the cost of your magazine size. It's also got the aim assist boosting sight on it. This is definitely a pretty good roll of the PDX-41. Roll number 2 is less great. It does have high caliber rounds, feather mag, take a knee, snapshot, and hand-laid stock to nearly max out this gun's stability. And of course, high caliber rounds is an absolutely fantastic perk, but really, why is take a knee here? Who's sitting there crouched using their primary? Who knows, maybe I'm missing the meta, but I would skip roll number 2. Roll number 3 is a little bit better. It's rocking fitted stock, a pinned magazine, head seeker, lightweight, and small bore. So this is going to have a little bit of a boost of stability, not quite as stable as roll number 1, and it's going to get bonus damage to headshots after you land those body shots. Overall, not a bad roll, but just not as reliable as what you're probably going to get out of roll number 1. So that's definitely going to be my recommendation for this week. Let's move on to the field test weapons for this week. And this time around, we've got 3 Crucible weapons, 2 PvE guns. So it's going to be a big week in the Crucible for test weapons. And as for next week's orders, first up we've got the Zeranea D auto rifle, the Suros DIS-43 scout rifle, the Omalon Ufern HC4 hand cannon, the Jingu Kogo D shotgun, and finally the Omalon Irene RR4. But alright, be sure to let us know what you picked up from the Gunsmith down in the comment section below. That's going to be it for this one, guys. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.